The press again reminded the heir to the throne of their dissatisfaction with his secrecy regarding Kate's condition. The Daily Mail published a video showing the Prince of Wales during his visit to Wrexham, Wales, on Friday. The footage shows how, on the way to the stadium, William was called out by one of the gathered local residents. First, the prince was asked if they could take a selfie with him, to which he replied that he wanted to say hello to the team first. Then he was called out with a question, "William, how is Catherine?" The heir did not answer and walked past, looking at his feet. One can begin to be indignant, saying that these are unceremonious people pestering with their tactless questions when the prince has no time to talk, because he is at work. I remembered the incident when, after the Sussexes' interview with Oprah, a journalist shouted at William with a question about whether the royal family was racist. The prince, who was visiting one of the schools with Catherine, turned around on the way out and very loudly and clearly declared, "No, we are not a racist family at all." That is, William answers only when he wants to answer, and even to a completely harmless question about Kate, which was previously asked simply out of politeness, he decided to pointedly remain silent. Thus, he seemed to draw a line between himself and members of the public, showing by example what questions he should not be asked. Although an answer in the style of, "Not bad, thank you," or, "She's feeling better, thank you," would be much more appropriate than arrogant silence. It was royal expert Daniela Elsa, the first of the journalists writing about the royal family, who decided to openly use the word arrogance to address the Prince of Wales. When Charles's diagnosis became known, Camilla was asked how Charles was doing at every event. Camilla always answered with a smile that it was good that for a person with his illness he was feeling quite well, and she always invariably thanked him for his interest and concern for the king's health. Royal journalists have argued again and again that if Kensington Palace continues in the same spirit regarding the health of the future queen, then gossip, rumors, and conspiracy theories will only spread, to which the Wales PR team unwittingly contributes. Although it is believed that this is exactly what William is trying to protect Kate from. Daniela Elsa believes Kensington Palace is repeating the mistake Queen Elizabeth made when she turned a deaf ear to the public's unrest after the news of the death of Diana, Princess of Wales in 1997. The Queen did not intend to interrupt her vacation at Balmoral and believed that what happened to Charles's ex-wife was exclusively a family matter for the Spencers. But the British people, who loved Diana, thought otherwise, and the Queen's deafness to the experiences of her own subjects turned people even more against the royal family. It was a failure of the royal PR strategy, the expert believes, which the Welsh are currently repeating. If William continues to appear arrogantly refusing to explain himself or give even the slightest idea of what this private matter is, he may end up looking like a future monarch who does not care at all about the dissatisfaction of the populace, Elsa writes. This decision carries the risk of possibly alienating the common people, which is significant since the institution of the monarchy continues to flourish only due to the continued benevolent connivance of the British. The Welsh PR team, having failed to demonstrate even the slightest degree of response to public feelings, is taking a real gamble. Of course, none of the royals are required to share their personal medical information with the general public, but with a huge staff and public relations experts, it wouldn't be difficult to find a balance between the personal and how to politely answer public questions without appearing arrogant and impolite. It seems that the future king surrounded himself with the wrong people. As time drags on from Kensington Palace's January announcement about Catherine Middleton's surgery, public confidence in the Duke and Duchess of Wales's representatives has been steadily eroding. Just as it should be, there is not the slightest sign of clarity from the office of the future rulers. As a result, the actions of the palace staff only fuel the rumor mill about the Duchess's condition. Initially, there were speculations that Catherine may have sought to update her appearance through plastic surgery, only disguising it as an intervention in the abdominal area. Because it was difficult to expect a more vague explanation from the Duchess of Wales. However, her prolonged absence from public life looks not only unusually long, but also arouses suspicion. Given the growing concern among the public, the Welsh couple might yet release at least some photos from the house, especially given that some have begun to believe that Middleton is dead. Thus, when there are rumors in the press and on social media platforms that one of William and Catherine's residences has been almost entirely converted into a medical facility, these conversations raise many questions. Equally, the possibility that the Duchess of Wales may have attempted an act of desperation amid speculation of a crisis similar to that once experienced by Princess Diana, involving postpartum depression and psychological problems, is tantalizing. This version of events seems very convincing in the context of what is happening at PKB. Catherine Middleton has not been seen by anyone, with the exception of her immediate circle, for more than 70 days. It is very likely that the Duchess is receiving intensive support after a possible emotional crisis. This might explain the complete lack of personnel of the future Queen during her unforeseen absence. And the strange behavior of Prince William, in this context, is no longer surprising. Recently, a descendant of Charles III suddenly cancelled his presence at the funeral ceremony of his godfather and last Greek monarch, Constantine II, where he was supposed to give a speech, citing personal circumstances. Soon he gave a new reason for gossip. Last Friday, William spoke cordially to a man in the crowd on his way to a football match. When he asked for a selfie, the prince replied, "Can I congratulate the team first? I'll come back." To the question, "How is Catherine?" William froze and walked past. Earlier in the synagogue, he received flowers for his wife with an extremely serious expression on his face, without the usual smiles and jokes. No mention of her being in recovery or "she'd like to be here." Absolutely no explanation. It looks so strange. The question of Kate Middleton's possible suicide remains complex. If this is really the case, then Buckingham Palace will take all measures to ensure that this fact remains outside of public attention. However, BCS fans who remain outside the conspiracies are urging people not to panic, arguing that the Duchess should resume her duties after Easter, which falls on March 31st this year, so Catherine should soon appear in public. But for now it's hard to believe.